This is part 31 of ASP.NET Core tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss View Imports file in ASP.NET Core MVC. We use this file to include the common namespaces, so we don't have to include them in every view that needs those namespaces. Let's understand this with an example. Just like the view start file, we place view imports file also in the views folder. So let's right click on the views folder, add new item. In this add new item dialog box, search for Razor. From the list, select Razor View Imports. Notice the name of the file is _ViewImports.cshtml. Click add. The file is added. Now take a look at this details view. The model for this view is Home Details View Model, and this model class is present in its namespace Employee Management.ViewModels. Now let's assume we're going to use other model classes that are present in this namespace in multiple views within our application. If that's the case, instead of specifying this namespace in every view, we can move this namespace declaration into our view imports file. That way, in all the subsequent views, we'll be able to use the models that are present in this namespace without having the need to specify the fully qualified name. So first, let's cut the namespace from this view. Notice we have a red squiggly. When I hover the mouse over, it says the type or namespace name home details field could not be found. Are you missing a using directive or an assembly reference? Yes, we are missing the using directive. We are going to move the namespace into this view imports file. For that, we use @using directive and then include the namespace, which is Employee Management.ViewModels. As soon as we save this file and take a look at details view, notice the red squiggly is gone. Similarly, let's also move this namespace Employee Management.Models into our view imports file. So our view imports file is present in the views folder, and in this file we have these two common namespaces. So with this setup in place, every view that is present in this views folder will be able to use the types that are present in these two namespaces without having the need to specify the fully qualified name. So let's run our application now to make sure everything still works fine. There we go. Our index view works fine. Now let's navigate to /home/details. Our details view works fine too. We usually place the view imports file in the views folder. We use this file to include the common namespaces so that we don't have to include the fully qualified name in every view for every type in those namespaces. To include the common namespaces, we use @using directive. In addition to the using directive, these other directives are also supported by the view imports file. The first three directives in this list deal with tag helpers. Tag helpers are new in this version of MVC. We'll discuss them in detail in our upcoming videos. Another important point to keep in mind is, just like view start file, view imports file is also hierarchical. So this means in addition to placing a view imports file in the views folder, we can place another view imports file in this home subfolder. So with this setup in place, the settings that are specified in this view imports file in the home folder will override the settings that are specified in this view imports file. Now, another important tip to keep in mind is we still have the option to override a setting that is present in these hierarchical view imports files by including that same setting in our individual views, such as this details or index. That's it in this video. Thank you for listening.